How's it going, everyone? If you've been following this channel, you know I've been talking up Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and we are finally here on the week of release. It is so great to see this game get revealed last June. 10 months later, it's already coming out. We need to see more of this in gaming. I want to give you guys some potential final updates. We are in the week of release, so I could see another trailer dropping, but we do have a brand new trailer to go over that was posted last week, at the tail end of last week. I do want to go over some offers right off the bat where you can get the game cheaper. Even on consoles, you can get a little bit more value. We'll go over that. And on PC, of course, I do want to give you guys a shout on a Steam key you can get cheaper, so let's get to that right off the bat, but I got you guys on console as well if you don't have the game pre-ordered yet. Alright, right off the bat, our friends at Green Man Gaming do have Steam copies of the game. If you're an XP member, you'll save 28% on the game, and you'll get it for $36. Remember, the game is already on sale on Steam directly, and on consoles, 10% off for $45. If you're not an XP member, which you just get XP membership by buying games on Green Man Gaming, use the code APR15. That'll save you a little bit more, and you'll get the game for $42.50. By the way, you won't pay tax either. That's if you're not an XP member. If you're an XP member, you're making out like a bandit, and you're getting the game for $36. So I'll leave the link in the description box below for PC copies of the game. For console guys, while I do know that a lot of you guys kind of see this game more so as a digital purchase on the basis that it is a budget title, it's not 70 bucks, it's 50, and it's discounted on the PlayStation Store, and it's available on Xbox Game Pass. This game is getting a physical release. I think some people don't even know that this game is getting a physical release. And if you do want it physically, you might want to go on over to Best Buy, where they're giving away free $10 gift cards with purchases of the game. Now, you will have to pay $49.99. You won't get it the inherent 10% off for $44.99, but if you want a physical copy of the game, you'll save $10, or you'll get $10 of value, I should say, with a gift card, and you can put that towards whatever of the billion games coming out. Maybe Lost Soul Aside next month, maybe Doom The Dark Ages. Got a brand new trailer on that, but yeah, there you go with that. That is available as well, and maybe this is a game a lot of you guys do want a physical copy of, so yeah, check that out as well. And I will say this, the amount of people that I've seen in my comment section, and just generally speaking, say that, hey, I've got Xbox Game Pass, I've got an Xbox, I've got a PC, I've got the client installed, but we need to support games like this, really warms my heart. I don't expect this game to sell millions upon millions of copies, although I could easily see this being one of those games that comes out, and if it's reviewed well, that's when it gets a lot of attention. Yes, I've been talking it up on the basis that it looks like this incredibly compelling JRPG, or a JRPG-inspired title with real-time mechanics, incredible narrative attached to it as well. More on that in a little bit. But at the end of the day, new studio, new IP, you can only do so much to get people excited, because it's an unproven commodity. After that point, it's gotta be game quality, and that's where we're at. I feel like they've done as much as humanly possible to get people excited for a game like this. The promotion has kind of hit the ceiling as far as, you know, it is a budget-oriented game. It's not 70 bucks. It is a new studio. It is a new IP, so on and so forth. There's only so much you can inherently make people excited without releasing the game and it being reviewed well, and ultimately we'll find that out in just a couple of days. But again, I do think it's great that there are so many people that already just want to support a game like this. I do also want to note that there was a brand new lore trailer that dropped, and narratively, I think this game is incredibly compelling. I think a lot of people just looked at this game, heard the incredible music in the debut trailer and some of the soundtrack, saw the gameplay, heard that it was inspired by JRPGs from a combat system standpoint, and they already were sold on it, an evolution of the turn-based combat mechanics. But narratively, I think it's got a really cool backdrop to it. I know some of you guys want to stay in the dark as far as that's concerned, so you can click off of this video if you do want. Expedition 33, why it's called Expedition 33 is you have this anomaly, or this entity out there known as the Paintress, who essentially paints death, and it's been ticking down for humanity from 100, I believe. So every year it's been going lower and lower, and there have been expeditions set out that have to take down the Paintress, but they have all been moot. They haven't come to actually defeating the Paintress. Now the Paintress is down to 33, so if you're age 33, that's how it works. Goodbye when the Paintress finishes her painting, and that's where Expedition 33 comes in. They are the ones that are gonna try to take down the Patriots. And what I find incredibly compelling that they are already noted is throughout playing the game, you'll find pieces of information to know about what happened to the other expedition members. So if they do want to expand this IP, and I don't know how this game is going to ultimately end, I would imagine Expedition 33 is going to be successful. I don't know, though. I don't know how narratively this game's going to play out. But, you know, if you do want to expand it, if it does really well, I think there is an area for you to expand it from a narrative standpoint, but I find it incredibly compelling, and that's what I've picked up on the narrative so far. If you also watch the character trailers, you'll get some background on the characters. This trailer, the new lore trailer, is narrated by Jennifer English, who voices Mael in the English version, and you step into her world on the eve of departure with Expedition 33. One last chance to destroy the Patriots so that she may never paint death again. Remember that while it is a $49.99 title, and we just illustrated all the ways to get it cheaper, it will be a game that has a sizable amount of content. It's noted to be 30 hours for just the main story. You've got an overworld that you'll be left to explore, and a lot of the optional content is left for you to uncover. Kind of that idea of, oh, it is an expedition, and a lot of it is going to be for you to uncover yourself. And 30 hours for the main story, even more content with optional content, and I don't think game should be quantified just based on the length of it, but given that this game does have the perception of it being done by a smaller team, a smaller budget, just because it isn't $70, they're selling you to it at a cheaper price, and the visuals are so good that I feel like it just ticks something in the back of your head, being like, this game's gonna be like 15 hours long, but they already noted 30 hours, and even if it's a little bit shorter, 20, 25 hours with a lot of optional content, I think that's totally fine and serviceable if they can tell a quality story. Not everything in gaming should be tied to how many hours of gameplay you can get. Look, there are a lot of $10 games that you can get 100 hours of gameplay of. That's not that uncommon, but for a game like this, at this scale, at this budget, with the cast that's associated with it, you're getting a quality purchase here based on what we know so far. I'll also say that leading into the release of this game, I was so happy about the fact that this game was unveiled and then it was coming out shortly thereafter. I bring this up because just yesterday, I was browsing Twitter, and you guys know about a game called Star Wars Eclipse. It's the Quantic Dream Star Wars title that was revealed years ago, and I'm like just pulling up the tweet right now as I'm recording this video, but they tweeted out, "See you there," in reference to the next Star Wars celebration happening in Los Angeles in 2027. This is what these game developers do, and I get it, you gotta reveal these games, get people excited, but man, we're talking about see you there 2 years from now for more updates on Star Wars Eclipse. Maybe they'll show us more, but that game was revealed years ago already. I am so sick and tired of that in gaming in totality. Games being revealed 5, 7, 8 years before they actually come out. Bethesda's notorious for this. PlayStation's notorious for this. And I get that every situation calls for different things, but it's just nice when a game like Expedition 33 gets unveiled, gives you a trailer to really sink your teeth into, and then you're not left waiting eons and eons and eons for the game to actually come out. I appreciate that because I crap on so many games from how they're handled from a promotional standpoint that when Expedition 33 does everything right, I gotta give it the opposite of all my criticism that I give so many other games like a Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown in the sense of how they rolled that game out, and now Star Wars Eclipse. I'm just like, bro, like, I get it. I understand that gaming is a crazy world where you need investors, you need developers to come on board and know what you're working on, but still, it's insanity to me when games are revealed 7 years in advance, and I appreciate what Expedition 33 has brought to the table as well. I really hope that this game is a slam dunk home run, and I get it, this channel's been a lot of just glazing the game, as a lot of people like to say, but we need games like this to do well, and obviously I hope that it's reviewed well and it's a good game at its core, but new IPs, evolutions of classic ideas and classic gameplay mechanics, and on top of that, just respecting the consumer as far as revealing the game and it coming out not eons and eons after. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Just a few days away from the release of Expedition 33, and I hope you guys are as excited for it as I am. And even if you're not gonna pick it up day one, add it to the wish list, keep an eye on it. And, you know, and again, not $80, it's $50 and still gonna give you a sizable amount of content. I don't know how I forgot to mention that, but April 24th for the official release, and the review should be out in the next few days. That's gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.